And here we are. What are you waiting for? Go ahead and make yourself at home. Hope you didn't scratch yourself on any of the rubble. No, no complaints. The Resistance has been on the run from Baphomet for quite some time. I'm afraid we can't afford to live in the lap of luxury, so ruins such as these have become our sanctuaries. If you try and take a stroll, even a few clicks out, you'll be discovered by the enforcers and turned to scrap in no time. We've had to abandon convenience and comfort for safety.
Do you garner enjoyment from such a life?
Not at all, but we've grown accustomed to it. Facing Baphomet directly would be suicide, on account of the sheer number of his mechanized forces. Been a long time since this all started. But this crumbling pile of architecture, it's home to some of the Resistance. The rusting iron and the failing steel even smell nostalgic. Reminds you of where you're from and where you're going. Hope I haven't lost you with all of my tedious words. So how about you, Urias? Your turn.
How about what?
Tell me of your world. You've had a completely different existence, but I'm sure your past isn't completely devoid of a little debris and wreckage itself.
Are you prepared to say your last goodbyes to life?
Why? Why are you attacking your own kind?
Is it not obvious? I despise those who would indulge in power for no purpose. Your apathy dictates you should not exist.
And what? What have you done with your power?
Plenty. I am displaying it now, in fact. You are intoxicated by self-indulgent strength and hunger only for the blood of humans. Your privilege to live alongside the night is now forfeit.
You are a demon. A demon.
Yes, you are correct. But that makes you an inferior demon. One who does not understand the dance. Huh.
What is it? Deep in reflection, were you?
It was nothing.
That's boring. I'll try to guess what you were reminiscing about. Such predictions are well within my functionality. I bet I'll get it in a guess or two.
Prying into personal matters? You're one to speak of decorum.
I don't feel any need to show you decency when you're the one who goes berserk at the drop of a hat. Maybe you don't possess a self-reflective function. I don't either. Oh well. This way. Now, come down here with me, but watch where you step. I'd hate to have you cause more damage than you normally do.
Why have we stopped?
What? You don't see them? Must not have them in your world. They're flowers. If I were to filter them as a theme through my poetry synthesis system, hushed the red-lipped woman bloomed, silent and eloquent.
This is nonsense.
I know you live only for battle, but would it kill you to find at least one other interest? Flowers are as good as any.
Stop toying with me. Where is Baphomet?
Urias Formond, are you truly so vapid? Hollowed the red-eyed vampire drifted, empty and wondering. Do you even realize how meaningless this bloodlust has made your life?
Nothing can be further from the truth. There can be no greater fulfillment than conducting the dance with an unrivaled foe.
So you've said since I met you, but when does it end? What's left after the dance is over? What if there's no opponent who lives up to your lofty craving? I'm sure you know the answer already.
I cannot grow accustomed to this emptiness, no matter how many times I experience it.
This feeling is all that's left once the heat of war dies.
So what of it?
Perhaps this is rude of me to ask, but I'll prod anyway. Has no one ever looked upon you with pity?
Oh, how pitiful you are, Urias.
Once I would have resisted your words, but perhaps I am indeed the pathetic one. So that's it? You pity me?
Not in the slightest, Mr. Foreman. You don't need sympathy. No. What you need is rest, and plenty of it. Surely you feel it. The more you fight, the greater the void grows. What if you discovered greater meaning in your ever life than simple battle? Even these flowers can provide the essence for something greater.
Did you bring me here just to tell me this?
Indeed I did. Ewan said you were dangerous, but I don't think that's quite right. You seem to fight as if you're clinging on to something. Perhaps it's time to let go.
A foolish notion.
A man who never turns his back on a willing competitor, scared of a little rest. You can't write poetry this good. The themes are so at odds with themselves, it's hard to comprehend how they exist alongside each other.
Whatever emptiness I feel, it is mine to bear. You have nothing to do with it.
Perhaps it is because I am the oldest model of my sisters. I don't think of you as a little brother or anything, but it is in my programming to care. Well, in a better sense, it's in my nature. We made a connection through our fight, but I didn't want to think of you merely in terms of a combatant.
I have had my fill of this.
Again? You are vexing, terrible at conversation, and worse yet, you recognize only yourself. But I understand. A past stained in blood, a countenance slickened by tears. I don't need my visual sensors to understand you. I feel your essence. You're just like her. Burdens borne and weepings wept, life along a meandering path. I know you because you're exactly like Tetra.